Hello, everyone. It's good to have all of us here tonight. Good evening, everyone. Or permit me to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening because we are not working only with this time zone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon again. According to wherever you're joining us, I want to say a very big thank you to you for coming and for deeming it fit to hearken to our call. I'll say a very big thank you to all the notable dignitaries that are seated here today. I am happy you have chosen the first role. Yeah, you have chosen the first role in this beautiful day. Today is the 26th February 2025, and it's going to be a better or a more beautiful day because what is about to happen is something you will definitely not forget in a hurry. My name is Alex Idori, and I am a brand ambassador for PHYTOSCIENCE plant stem cell therapy. Sitting amongst us here today, tonight, this afternoon, people from diverse places, diverse backgrounds, status, and all. And permit me to say, we are not taking your being here for granted at all. We want to thank you again, and we will not get tired of thanking you for the minute fit to be here. And what you're going to be listening to today is going to be a life-changing thing for people who may be joining us or who will be listening to this for the first time. And if you're listening to this for the repeated time, I'm sure you're going to gain something. So permit me to advise that you should get a pen and a book because definitely you want to write something down. Because for some of us who will be listening to this for the first time, it will be an eye opener. You will ask yourself, where have I been when all these things, and they are going to be calling dates. You will ask yourself, have I been here all this while and I never knew something like this is? So I want you to come today with an open mind as clean as a new book to come and suck everything in. You'll be a sponge today to pick as many as you can. I can see we have here HP. I don't know who HP is, and I would not want to continue to address you as HP. Kindly help us go to the back to the notification and change, and please put in a name that we can recognize you with. I can see Halbert. I know Nigeria. Welcome. I see Happiness Okpanachi. I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. I can see Faith. I guess Faith joining us from Halifax in Canada. I can see Chip Philip. I can see BBB. Well, BBB, kindly help us rename. We want to address people properly. I want you to have a name that we can address you. I see Oluwakemi Adebayo. Oluwakemi, you're welcome. And I can see Engineer John Ajonye. I see Karim Ayomide Balikis, Mokobia Gabriel Obiako Emmanuel Oluwaremilekun Daniel, President of Nigeria. I can see St. Kizito's College. Oh, St. Kizito's College, you are highly welcome. I see Kevin Razak, and I see all of you here. I'm sure the room is going to be so filled in a very short time that I may not be able to call all the names. So permit me to say, wherever you are highly recognized. So I will not be doing this alone tonight. For the smooth sail of this presentation, I am making co-host some people so they will help in piloting the affair of tonight. And just like I mentioned earlier, we are so conscious of time. We are not going to be wasting your time. This meeting is going to start in the next 1 minute, and by 9 p.m., Nigerian time, we will be rounding up. So if you know someone or you have someone and you want the person to join in whatever it's about to unveil right now, I will want you to please quickly get a message across to them. Let them join us because you will not want them to start from the letter A. We are going to Z. Having said all that, I want to say very, very thank you to you for listening to me. Like I explained before others joined us, my name is Alex Ibori, and I am a brand ambassador for PHYTOSCIENCE. I also mentioned I will not be the one to do the presentation tonight or today because of the different time zone. Why am I so particular about the time zone? Because our presenter today, though I am in Lagos, Nigeria, our presenter today is something like 7 hours behind of my own time zone. So it's a really big deal for me to recognize the time of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a man, a gentleman, soft-spoken, highly explicit. I say with a great finesse. He is a Ghanaian anyway, but he has lived almost all his life in Canada. A perfect gentleman, a very young chap, very young, extremely young, and detailed. If your hands are not too busy to find the emoji button, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to help me employ the emoji by welcoming to this podium. I call him Daddy, even though I said he's a very young chap. Help me welcome Daddy Lawrence Ado Mante. Daddy Lawrence, from wherever you are, can we please have you on this podium?
Thank you, Mama Alex. I really, really appreciate you.
Daddy Lawrence, are we not going to be contradicting the whole of this house? If I called you a young boy and the first word you're saying is Mama Alex, I'm sure by the time people see your picture, they will ask, what is wrong with these people? This young boy is calling this old girl a mama, but I'm sure you're going to be in here for a lot of surprises. So Daddy Lawrence, please, I want you to have this podium. Thank you so very much, sir.
Thank you once again. I really, really, really appreciate God Almighty for this opportunity. And if you please permit me, this being my first time of doing this presentation, I would like to acknowledge and appreciate the visionaries of PHYTOSCIENCE International, the late Litek Pen, our co-founder, Pwansri Datinsri Elatan, our CEO, Datu Kulito, and our corporate advisor, Mr. Francis Tan. I also like to acknowledge the managing directors of PHYTOSCIENCE in Africa, Mr. Bismarck Osafo-Boateng and his friend, Mr. Jide Olaoke, as well as the many, many, many leaders in PHYTOSCIENCE, Nigeria, and elsewhere. It is really, really a privilege. And if you are here for the first time, please just pay attention to what we are going to say. And if you are here, you've been here for many times also, I'm sure there's one thing that you can take from the presentation. So please, my host, if you permit me, I would like to share my screen. So
please
that I get
go ahead, sir.
All right, thank you very, very much. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. We are here this morning, this evening, this night.
Daddy, sorry, can your screen fill the space? Can
it? Yes. Is it not filling the screen?
No, it's almost.
I think it is from my end. It's full.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you very much, Mama Anka. Yeah. Okay. So we are here to offer you the amazing opportunity of living a healthier and a wealthier life. As you can see in the writing of the phytoscience, you have one section in green, one section in red. So it's a combo. And this night, we'll be talking about the health aspect of phytoscience. What is phytoscience and what is it that the whole world is talking about now? Now, Phytoscience is a company that is based in Malaysia in an area called Bandar Baru Bangi in Kuala Lumpur. And this is our head office building, put up some years back. At the time, it was worth 4.5 million US dollars, and it was fully paid for. So that alone tells you that we are dealing with a reputable company that is not operating from a suitcase or a briefcase. And these are the founders of Phytoscience. Actually, the founder was the late Lai Tekpen, Dato Sri Lai Tekpen, who had many years experience in the multi-level marketing business. And he was ably assisted by the wife, Puan Sri Datin Sri Elatan, the co-founder of Phytoscience, who after the demise of the husband has been spearheading the affairs of Phytoscience International, along with our able CEO, Datuk Wolito, the CEO of Phytoscience. Now, Phytoscience is a marketing company because we introduced our founder as somebody who had a level of experience in the multi-level marketing industry. So the question is, what are we promoting and who is responsible for the products that we are promoting? And that short answer to that is Dr. Fred Zuli, who is a well-renowned scientist and the CEO of Mibel Biochemistry, which is based in Switzerland. Now, this company has been around for over 20 years with about 86,000 employees. And in the early years, Phytoscience was recognized as the largest user of stem cells in Asia in 2013 and in 2014, and as the largest user of stem cells in the world in 2015, 2016, and 2017. And over the years, we have garnered so many awards, some of which in 2016 was the Majestic 5 Continents Awards for Quality and Excellence from France, and the Quality Era Award Gold category from Geneva, Switzerland. So if you go to the Phytoscience side of it, there are so many awards that are on display because of the excellent work that they have been doing over the years. Now, Phytoscience is currently in close to over 50 countries, and these are some of the flags of the various countries where Phytoscience is currently in operation. And if the flags are increasing on a daily basis, and hopefully soon I will be seeing the more flags here reflected. All right. Now, diseases will rise over the years due to pollution, sedentary lifestyle, and genetically modified foods, as well as exposure to radiation. Now, when we talk about pollution, I'm sure we are all aware of the various kinds of pollutions in every corner of the world. And of course, as much as society tries to diminish or reduce the amount of pollution, they still exist. And our sedentary lifestyles too. I mean, if you are working in an environment where you have to sit down, we don't have a choice but to sit down and do the work. Now, the genetically modified foods as well. The typical example I give that if you look at old books and you see the picture of wheat on the field, it was very tall at that time. But these days, when you go by a field, when they say this is a wheat field, very, very, very small, because the scientists have modified certain things so that they can yield more of the wheat. All right. And unfortunately, that has also negatively affected the foods that we consume in some way, shape, or form. And the exposure to radiation, it's all over the place now. The various gadgets that we use and the emission that is coming from them are all negatively affecting us. So how do we stay healthy and youthful? That is the question that is before us. And for the people who have been championing this industry for some time, the conclusion seems to be unanimous that we have to go back to nature with stem cells. And why is that? Because we were not made of drugs, we were made of cells. All right. We do not want to kind of overlook the assistance that the drug industry have helped us onto that up to this point. All right. They carried us through. They have been the bridge that has carried us through from when we were born until now. But now, because of the advent of science also, we are recognizing that there is a way that can eliminate some of the side effects of the drugs that we take. And this is what you are saying, that we have to go back to stem cells. Now, so the question is, what are stem cells? What are stem cells? And the simplest definition is that stem cells are special cells called mother cells with the amazing power to produce new cells that can transform into any tissue or organ in the body. All right, this is wordy, but hopefully along the line, we can do a pictorial display explanation of what these mother cells are. Yeah, so they are the origin, the mother cells are the origin of cells that are operating in every part of the human body, every tissue and every organ in the body. And because of this ability that these mother cells have, they are able to positively influence, all right, every cell and every tissue in the organ body, and thereby making sure that all our organs are functioning the way that Mother Nature wanted them to function. At least by the time we are born, we have a lot of cells in us which are working to ensure that our body functions very well. Now, it says in total, the human body is composed of an estimated 30 trillion cells, making stem cells extremely important to human development. And secondly, that stem cells are also found in plants and animals. So there are three qualities: stem cells that are in plants, stem cells that are in humans, and stem cells that are in animals. And today, our focus will be on the stem cells that are found in plants, some specific plants, which have been harvested or extracted, to be precise, that work effectively in positively influencing the cells that are in the human body. All right. So here we have, it says, that statement that we made earlier on, that stem cells can transform into any tissue or organ in the body. And one simple way that I have to explain this, like you see all the various organs that are in this person's body. Like, let's assume that these various organs are soccer teams, all right? From the sperm to kidney, they are all soccer teams. And one thing that is very, very common with soccer teams is that they all have their own jerseys, all right? Some may be red, some may be white, some may be, we all know that. So when the stem cells which are dispatched from the same source to the various organs, what they do is they immediately put on the jersey of that organ and start doing what? When we play soccer, our main aim is to win the game, all right? So they put on the jerseys of the heart, for example, and they work together with the cells that they met there to ensure that they achieve the purpose of the heart in the human body. Same with the lungs. When the mother cell releases the stem cells to the lungs, immediately they put on that jersey and they fight to ensure that the stem cells and the lungs is functioning optimally. All right, so that is, I hope I'm coming through. You're understanding what I'm saying, and that this is how our stem cells function when they talk about the fact that the stem cells can transform into any tissue or organ in your body. This is a pictorial explanation, and I hope we get all of that. All right. The next slide here says, what about the facts about stem cells? And of course, we all have stem cells in our bodies. In fact, even as we are talking now, yes, our stem cells are working. Everything is working, and we use the stem cells on a daily basis, and they die. We understand that when we are born, of course, we have our stem cells are very, very nice and fresh and very efficient. But as we grow older, of course, they diminish with our age, our lifestyle, our environmental factors that we talked about. And it is for this very, very reason that you and I need to deliberately nourish our stem cells. Okay, so if we are taking anything from this statement, it means that our stem cell products are not only meant for the sick people. Even if by God's grace, you and I are walking today that will feel all and well, the natural cycle is taking place. It's like the rise and fall of something. The cells are being diminished. So please don't exclude yourself that, oh, me, I'm not sick, so I don't need PHYTOSCIENCE plant stem cells, because these are very, very unique products that have come at a time such as this. And we need to take full advantage of that. All right. What are the potential uses of stem cells? And like the diagram here shows, it's able to take care of stroke, traumatic brain injuries, missing teeth. It helps in wound healing, multiple site cancers, myocardial infarction, deafness, blindness, baldness, you name it. They are able to take care of all of this. Why? Because in all of these tissues and organs in the bodies, there is the presence of stem cells. And again, like we said earlier, when the stem cells are dispatched from the mother cells, they go to these places and they work together to ensure that they are all functioning very, very well. And that is how we get our health back, or we maintain our health. Okay, so what started this whole process of these plant stem cells? We know historically that scientists have been working on stem cells for quite a long time, but they have been emphasizing their research on the human stem cells and how they can transfer one's, like what do you call it? The transplants, okay? That's what they've been doing for quite some time. But tonight, our emphasis on the plant-based stem cells. And we are looking at the Etulia spatuloba, the special Swiss apple, or which has the botanical name of Malus domestica, which started the whole process. This special apple is found in Switzerland, and it has some very, very unique abilities. And one of them is that it's able to stay very fresh and young when after it's harvested. And secondly, when the birds feed on it and they poke some holes in them, the scientists observed that after some time, the holes start to heal themselves. And scientists, being who they are, this piqued their interest. So they decided to take this apple to the lab. And by a special technology called the phytocell, they were able to work with this apple and the stem cells from this apple. They were able to extract some elements of the stem cell of this special apple. And they realized that a very, very small concentration of this Swiss apple stem cell could help to regenerate over 80% of the stem cells in humans based on this technology. And if I can pause here for a second, and let's put this in financial terms, that, for example, if you are an investor and you invest $1 and you get a return of $80, all right, this is what we are looking at. This is a very, very, very huge return on investment. And as far as I'm concerned, this is the value that Mibel Biochemistry is offering to the world by way of our plant-based stem cells. If you can invest $1 and get a return of $80, all right, that is very, very huge. So anytime we are promoting our products, my take is that we emphasize what we are giving to the world through Bibel Biochemistry. Of course, the source of the apple is Almighty God, and the scientist, Dr. Fred and his team at Bibel Biochemistry. So these products are able to help protect our healthy cells, all right? And they are also able to repair the damaged cells and then also help to regenerate the dormant cells. Remember, the cells are always working. It's non-stop. Even when we are sleeping, they are working. So they need to be protected, they need to be repaired, and they need to be regenerated. All right. So what was the link between phytoscience and biochemistry? Like we said earlier on, that our founder was an individual who had extensive experience in the multi-level marketing industry. And if somebody has an experience, like they always say that the old man that is sitting down can see further than the young man who is standing up. So the moment he came across phytoscience, biochemistry, and the products that they were putting together, he realized that this is a very, very big opportunity or a gold mine. So he decided to come into the right partnership with Mibel Biochemistry of Switzerland. And therefore, as a result of that partnership, phytoscience has the exclusive ownership of the double stem cell and the triple stem cell formulation and patent. And this is the picture that was taken on that day in May in 2013 when that memorandum of understanding was signed. So this is another evidence of what is behind phytoscience, that these two good, extremely good companies have partnered to ensure that they are all become successful. And we are all, because of the vision that they had, we are all partakers of the benefits of plant-based stem cells. And we have testimonies all over the world where people have regained their health and maintained their health through the use of our products. Okay, so we're looking at a sample of our products. These are 9 here. There are 2 extra new ones that came up middle of last year, which are not shown here. So we'll take them quickly one by one and say a brief thing about each of them. For a more detailed write-up on each of our products, especially if you are new on this Zoom presentation tonight, I recommend that you reach out to the person who invited you, and they will tell you their website, which is iphyto.com. When you go there, you look at the section under products, and you see a write-up on each of our products over there to supplement the little that we can say in the time that we have. So the first 2 products here are the double stem cell and the crystal cell. And together, they are the pioneering products, the original products that were made for us by Mibel Biochemistry. And whatever is in the double stem cell is also in the crystal cell. And the additional product is the tomato extract. That is why you see the tomato being featured on that picture over there. Now, what do they do? These products protect the longevity of skin stem cells. When they fight chronological aging, they improve our cellular health and energy boost and better blood circulation. Now, of course, these products are taken internally. But then the first feature here that they said is that it protects the longevity of the skin cells. In other words, it works from the inside out. All right? It positively influences the cells and the organs in the body, as well as the organ that is the skin. All right. So one of the key features that we have here is anytime people start taking our products, people who already know you, they notice that your skin is glowing and what is happening. And then, of course, you tell them, share the good news to them. So it says it neutralizes free radicals. It aids in reducing belly fat, preserves our vision. There are so many people who have regained their health and they are no longer using the glasses that they used to have because of the positive effect of the crystal cell and the double stem cell in their body. The cells have been regenerated in the eyes and in every area of the body. All right, and how do we consume the double stem cell and the crystal cell? Here we have the natural God-given intravenous feature in the human body. That is the sublingual gland. Okay, it's located beneath our tongue, and these products are taken sublingually. There are 14 sachets in each of the products, and you take them, you pour the contents under your tongue, close your mouth for about 5 minutes. They will melt and be absorbed into your bloodstream, and their first point of call will be the brain. Okay, and the brain, when it reaches there, they already have a signal from the various organs in the body that I need some help here. So the brain will dispatch them according to, I guess, I'm sure they have some the system of determining which part of which organ in the body needs it most. All right, so they'll be dispatched there to do the work that they're supposed to do. So once you take these products, remember that these products are made from plants, and one key feature of plants is when you transplant a flower, the first thing that you do is to provide it with some water. All right, adequate water. So the same thing applies here. When you take the products, please ensure that you drink some water for it to work properly. And it's best consumed on an empty stomach. And an empty stomach is defined as first thing in the morning when you wake up, before your breakfast, or even if you eat during the course of the day, maybe 2-3 hours after you have eaten, it's still considered as an empty stomach. So that's how these two products are consumed. And the next product is the snowfield fort, which says is the best aid in gastrointestinal problems. All right, best aid in gastrointestinal problems. It helps to balance the body acid alkaline count. It rebuilds hemoglobin and red blood cells, and is very, very, very good for sickle cell anemia patients. Okay, it fights all forms of infection, and it manages blood sugar level in our body. All right. So as I said earlier, there are so many testimonies all over the world of what our products have been able to do for people who were seriously facing some health challenges and crises. All right. And today they are able and walking about in good health. Now, there is a special notification regarding this snowfield fort that anytime we take them along with the crystal cell and the double stem cell, it kind of makes the crystal cells work better. All right. The crystal cells and the snowfield forts, on the double stem cells on their own, they are able to help us. But then when you combine, all right, the snowfield fort, it boosts that performance level. So please let us make sure that we consume them together. And how do we consume the snowfield fort? It is just as we are seeing in the picture here. You pour the contents into a glass of water, and that is the color that it comes with. It's all the PHYTOSCIENCE products are tasty. They are not bitter. So you can also put it in the bottled water, room temperature, and then consume it shortly after you've taken your crystal cell or your double stem cell. And who should drink snowfield fort? In my books, everybody, whether you are sick or not, because remember, there is a natural clock that is taking place, and our stem cells are diminishing because of our age, because of environmental factors, because of our lifestyle, and the food that we are consuming. So everybody needs to take it. But of course, if you are sick, then you don't have much time to waste, so that you can get your health back. All right. So this is people with diabetes, high blood pressure, people who dislike eating vegetables, people who often feel heat, kidney disease, colon cancer. Everybody needs our products. All right. So at the moment, we no longer have an excuse. There were some years back when we were looking for something like this. All right, we were dreaming and yearning for a day when such products will be available. The day is now. All right, so you and I, we don't have an excuse at all. So please let us take advantage of the work of Dr. Frezuli and his team for bringing phytoscience plant-based stem cells to the world. All right. Now, the next product here we have is the Actual Plus. And the Actual Plus is say that it is not a drug, but works more than a drug. It's not a medicine, but works more than a medicine. How? Because there have been very effective products that were known to positively affect the human body that have been pulled together into one small bottle. All right. So it says it helps us to heal our wounds as well as to recover from all kinds of diseases, especially diabetes. All right. So, and then it also boosts our immune system and strengthen and build. It boosts our immune system and strengthen and builds it. It is I've been informed that during the COVID time, a lot of people relied on this product to ensure that they did not succumb to the ravages of the COVID infections. So for recovery purposes, okay, after you are recovered either from a surgery or a major illness, then it is recommended that you take 10 drops 3 times daily, or for maintenance purposes, 5 drops 3 times daily will suffice. And you recommend that you shake it, and then before you pour it, keep the drops in the water, and then you consume it. All right. Now, the next one, actually, the next two is the topical products that we have, the Miracle Intense Essence and the H2O moisturizer. Now, the first one, the Miracle Intense, like it says, it reduces spots and wrinkles, and it better helps with the skin texture and tone, and it enhances our skin vitality and makes our skin moist and supple, and it speeds up wound healing. Okay, so I said earlier on that after we consume the crystal cell and double stem cell, people notice that our skin is glowing. So this is the other product that will help to make sure that we are looking nice and fresh. All right, people have given testimonies where they have suffered skin burns because of hot water or things like that, or hot oil, and they have applied our products. And now when you look at their skin, you don't see any sign of the tragedy that potentially they could have had. So again, this, product along with the H2O moisturizer, they help to keep our skin tone very nice and well. All right. The next one is the IIQ Plus, and the name gives it away. It tells that it helps to do with our IQ, our brain health and cognitive function, as well as memory and mood. Even sometimes, for no reason, if we get upset, our mood is not, we are not in the right mood, please reach out to your IIQ Plus, and it might help you. It also reduces the risk of macular degeneration, something to do with the eyes. The nerves that are in the eyes are regenerated, and therefore people who, like I said, couldn't see and they were using glasses, after some time, they drop the glasses. I'm told that people who have glaucoma, where they said they could never see again, are seeing now because of the phytoscience products. So all these products are available to you and I now, and it is our responsibility now to share this good news to others, all right, so that they can also live a healthier life for quite a long time, all right? Now, it says it reduces mental fatigue, it improves eye function, and including the eye's ability to adapt to the dark, all right? So again, these products are available to the entire family, from young people all the way up. And it's recommended that we take 1 or 2 sachets a day after a meal, and it will do the trick. All right. The next products are the meal replacement products, the New Fort and the New Light. They work hand in hand, and This one says it's a meal replacement. So instead of your major meal of the day, that is, in most cases, is your supper, you skip your supper, and instead of that, you take this product. It will support your muscle build. You provide satiety, that is, you won't feel hungry that you have missed your meal. It aids in digestion, burns the fat, which will eventually make sure that you reduce your weight. I have to increase the pace because of time, so please bear with me. And these are the major components of the new fort. The components, the vitamins, and the other things. So again, all of these things, you can see them on the website. All right. The next product is the new light, and the new light works in conjunction with the new fort. So you take the new fort during your dinner time, okay, a replacement of your dinner, and then before you go to bed, you take the new light, and then it will go to work whilst you are sleeping and ensure that it processes everything in your digestive system, so that the first point of call by waking up in the morning will be to take care of the number two. So they work together synergistically. They help each other. Again, burning of the fat, assisting in the weight loss. The two products are for weight management. All right. The next two products are the new fort and the new firm and the new light, which are made specifically for the female and male physiology. The pictures are not shown here, but they are available on our website. So please take advantage of that as well. Now, product certification. Our products have been certified by the various governing bodies all over the world, and they are halal certified, they are vegetarian friendly, they are the GMP certified, as well as the NAFDAC, okay, which is specific to Nigeria, and then the USD FDA is also approved that this says 2021, but 2025 version is also available. Okay, so please let us be bold and share the good news about our products. All right. Now, another very interesting quality that we have with PHYTOSCIENCE products is that traditionally, when new products are being advertised on television, they will tell you, oh, they have so many side effects, and that if you take it and this happens, stop taking it and consult your physician and everything. Now, PHYTOSCIENCE is the reverse of that. They are saying that they believe so much in their products that as a result, they have provided a product insurance liability in the tune of $1 million US, that if perchance you take our products and they cause you ill health, you can come back and claim this insurance. And as far as I know, it's been 12 years going to 13 years when PHYTOSCIENCE has been in existence, and nobody has ever made this claim before. So we are having the products that are very, very good for us because they are not chemicals, they are all plant-based. All right. We have a few testimonies here. The first one is, it'll be challenging, so viewer discretion is advised. Okay. Now, this is a lady who was having a diabetic gangrene sore that would not heal. And in fact, the leg was slated for amputation. But she was very fortunate. God answered her prayers, and she got in touch with a PHYTOSCIENCE distributor, and the story changed, as we can see in the pictures over here. All right. And we can also see the snowfield for the crystal cell, the miracle intense, and the double stem cell. Those are the things that were applied, and she got her health back. The next one is a lady from Cameroon who was facing bone marrow cancer, multiple myeloma to be precise, and she was giving up, to wait for, the unthinkable. But again, PHYTOSCIENCE products came to the rescue, and to the glory of God, she's alive and well. I met her in Dubai last October. She's looking very, very nice and fresh. And in fact, she's been asked to lose some weight because she has regained her health so well. So we thank God for that. Now, the next one is Mr. Hariharan from India. Okay, he had this autoimmune disease called vitiligo, and he suffered it for over 15 years. But, again, thank you to PHYTOSCIENCE, the Crystal Cell, the Snowfield Fort, and the Miracle Intense, it did a trick for him. And also, Mr. Hariharan, I've had the privilege of meeting him in Malaysia in 2022. So these are real life testimonies that the individuals are there. This lady I've never met before, she had a case of a heart problem, which was so severe she could even not sit down, all right? And always lying down, but then once PHYTOSCIENCE was brought to her, she consumed it. After 5 days, she was able to sit up and, you know, at least after a month, she was able to get out of the house and go about her daily activities. So these are a few examples. And the final one here is the case of the infertility, where, you know, the couple went through the desired medical procedures to using IVF, which is, I'm told, is very, very expensive, $20,000, $30,000 for one. But they didn't get any results until PHYTOSCIENCE came to the rescue. And I have to emphasize that both the lady and the man, you know, the husband and the wife, were taking the products, and God blessed it, and they got their twin baby boys. So this is what PHYTOSCIENCE can do for you and I. And I said earlier, it is not only for the sick, but for people who are even well. No, the question is, how do I get my hands on some of these products? Yes, with PHYTOSCIENCE, we promote the products in packages. We have the first one, the Platinum 1 and Platinum 2. And of course, the higher the amount, the more products you get. So for $27.31, you get the products that are 32cc and the rest. And for $24.49, again, you get these products. Then from there, you have the Junior Platinum, which goes for $14.70 US dollars. And again, these are the products that come along with that, and you are connected into the system. And here too, we have the Gold package, and for $994.55, and then the Silver one for $206. Okay, so please get in touch with the person who invited you if you are new on this Zoom, and they will guide you to be connected into the system as soon as possible. The time is now. There is no tomorrow. All right. I heard a story recently of somebody who was sick, and they were trying to determine when to get and what to get. And the next thing they realized that the person has passed away. You don't want that to be your situation. So I'll strongly encourage you to get in touch with whoever invited you to be part of this great PHYTOSCIENCE family. It's a family that is represented all over the world, and it's really been a privilege to have your attention. And I want to thank you so much. I thank you to my host, my leader and mentor and trainer. I have so many mentors. She's one of the significant ones. And I really want to thank you for your attention. And at this point, I would like to stop sharing my screen and hand over to her so that if people have questions and answers, she can take care of that. So once more, thank you all for giving me this opportunity. I really appreciate this. Thank you.
Wow. What can I say? If your hands are not too busy, just like I am doing right now, help me to go to the chat room and plaster plenty of reaction. Just please help me to give reaction to Daddy Lawrence. I'm sure by the time you saw who Daddy Lawrence is, you'll be like, oh, Alex was introducing this young man. Yes, I said so, the young man. Daddy Lawrence, thank you so very much for a wonderful job. You did more than you can imagine. You were awesome. Thank you so very much, Daddy. I really am not taking this for granted. So you are correct. Daddy Lawrence said so, and I want to address. Is there anything that has been bothering you health-wise? Have you had a challenge lately? Have you started paying no attention to that pain and your back? Or have they given you a verdict? Have they said something? is definitely wrong? Have they told you they don't know what to do anymore? Have you been confined to a wheelchair? Have you been told to just go home because they will just tell you pleasantly, please go home and manage? What have been told to you? What have been told to you? What was the story? Now I want to tell you that this tunnel is not even at the end. You always hear there is light at the end of the tunnel. You have not even gotten to the end of the tunnel. This is PHYTOSCIENCE offering you hope. What we are here to do is to give back hope, to tell you that there is something that can be done. You don't have to be forlorn. You don't have to live in despair. I want to tell you, the best thing you do right now is to go back to the person who has invited you to this meeting. Please, you owe that person a message right now. Go back to the person who has invited you after the Zoom. Leave a message for that person. First on the list of the message is a thank you for showing me this wonderful stuff. The first on it is thank you for showing me this wonderful stuff. Then the second one is, how do I start? Sincerely, you can start immediately, right now, real time. Remember that Lawrence showed us flags of 41 countries. I want to tell you, PHYTOSCIENCE is present in 46 countries. It has FDA backing. It has halal rating. So this product can enter any country, so you don't have anything to worry about. If it is not in your immediate country, it can be shipped to your country wherever you are. Now, there's something you need to know. Do you necessarily have to be sick to use PHYTOSCIENCE stem cell products? The answer is no. For the simple fact, if you listen to him, he said human being has about 300 trillion or 30 trillion cells, and all of them are depleting every day. As you sleep, they are at work, they are depleting. Do you know one thing? For a beautiful preventive, you will want to use the PHYTOSCIENCE stem cell as your preventive measure. I use my PHYTOSCIENCE stem cell daily to keep myself healthier, because I will not come here to talk to you about PHYTOSCIENCE and I'll have a terrible challenge. Now, this time we have about 7 minutes to go. In this 7 minutes, I want to entertain 2 questions. I want our co-host to please help us go to the chat room. If there is any question in the chat room, please help us to read it out. But there is something, we only entertain questions from first-timers, people who are just visiting or listening to us for the first time. If you are not listening to us for the first time, that means someone brought you. Perchance, I want to believe you have picked your package. You can ask the person who invited you or who is your sponsor. If the person cannot readily answer your question, they can speak to their grant sponsor, and I'm sure your question will be answered. But for the fact that there are some new people in this house, I want to tell us that we'll be entertaining questions from just 2 persons. But before the question will come, my co-host, please help me check in the chat room. Before the question will come, there is something that is not supposed to be for this place, though, but I'm going to quickly chip it in the next 30 seconds. PHYTOSCIENCE is not just about health. You can make a lot of money from it, but we don't really talk about it on our Mondays and Wednesdays, because our health direct is for Mondays and Wednesdays. You can still be here on Monday and another Wednesday. But sincerely, I want you to know that you can earn as much as your heart desire. If you will be interested in that aspect, please also get back to the person who has invited you. Now for the question, we have just 5 minutes to go. 2 questions from people who are just coming here for the first time. Mama Anka, your hand is up. Please, you can unmute yourself. Hello, ma'am. Otugo Ifoma, please, who invited you? Mamaka, you can unmute now.
Okay. Thank you. I was knocked out, so I had to sign in. And
Okay.
so in the chat room, there are two interesting questions that I think we should look at. Three actually, but the first one was asking for how long does the person have to be on the product as a sickle cell patient? And then said, how long can the person, another person says, Philip says, how long can it be on this medication to heal permanently? And the third one says, for chronic kidney failure, how long can the patient be on PHYTOSCIENCE, knowing fully well that the nephron are no longer functioning? So I think those are the three questions. The one that says, how can it be Mr. One, please leave that to your team member. The three health questions are the ones that are mentioned here.
Okay, if I get you correctly, the first one is about how long can someone take the therapy?
Yes. First one says, how long can you take this product as a sickle cell patient?
Sickle cell.
That's the first. Second says, how long can you be on a medication to heal permanently?
And the third one?
I think we should take it one after the other.
Okay, I just want to know the three of them.
Third one says, for kidney. Okay. Third one says, chronic kidney failure. How long can the patient be on it? Knowing fully well that the nephron are no longer functioning.
Okay, thank you so very much for your questions. I can see the three questions are all wanting to know the duration of time for the therapy. Our therapies, like we said, are stem cells. And when you talk about stem cell, you are talking about getting to the cellular base. It is not medication like your orthodox medication. It is the latest technology in the world, as we say. And for a sickle cell, now, why is it called sickled? It is called sickled because there is a crescent-like formation where there is an opening or a dent. What PHYTOSCIENCE stem cell, especially when you use plentiful of the snowfield forte, it's going to close the mouth of that crescent-shaped cell. So by the time there is cell formation, it's not going to come out as crescent anymore, but it will be spherical. And now when it has become spherical, are you free from the sickle cell crisis and all the anemia and all? Definitely you are. On the second question, I'm going to talk about duration. On the second question, how long does one need to take this to be totally out of the health condition? We speak about individual body metabolism. This plays out in all aspects of the stem cell therapy, whether you're using the embryonic, the tissue-specific, the one you surgically implant, or the one you do through some other procedures, or the plant stem cell version. They work according to the individual body metabolism. You and another person could be having the same condition and you are on the therapy. Your body could react quickly and in a very short time, you have your total wellness. And another person could take a lengthier time. That is why we say at least 6 months minimum, 6 to 1 year, be on the therapy. And before you know it, you would have even forgotten there was something wrong with you. So I will advise anybody who is on the therapy, stop saying, just give me one pack, I want to try. No, we don't do trial with the stem cell, except you don't know what it is. The stem cell is a regenerative therapy. Now, this is going to throw me into the last question. The meaning of the word regeneration. Regeneration is like rebuilding. When somebody is having a nephrological thing, that means everything is packed up according to your question. The kidney is not functional, maybe they don't know what to do. When you saw the case of the multiple myeloma, the bone cancer, sincerely the woman had been told to go on because medically the doctors do not know what to do for her anymore. They told our family, you saw the picture of the lady, they told our family to go and prepare for her passing. It was as blunt as that. They had given up hope because there was nothing. We are talking about bone marrow. When they talk about cancer, immediately the cancer gets to the bones, the marrows. I think medically they will say that there's nothing they can ever do again. But what did this stem cell, what did it do? It builds up, it regenerated healthier cells, making dormant the cancerous cell. So what is it going to do for you for your nephrological case? The kidney, the pancreas, the production of the insulin, and everything, urinary tract and all, you are going to be so wowed because PHYTOSCIENCE stem cell is going to go to the cellular base and fix. We don't massage or we don't do managerial. It goes to the cellular level. All you need to do is be calm, be patient. Don't be too much in a hurry. Don't think I started it today, I want to see. According to how your body metabolism reacts to it, take your time. Give it the least you can give it is 6 months. I've seen some people on 2 years with the stem cell, and I also perceive somebody asked the question, are you going to be on this therapy for life? I use my stem cells, though I use it sparingly. Sometimes I use it 5 days in a week. Sometimes I use it 3 times in a week because I still want regeneration, because whether we like it, there will be degeneration. And you've not asked your heart to stop pumping while you're sleeping, I'm sure. So as they are working, as you're sweating, as you're sleeping, your stem cells are depleting. And for it to stay healthier and stronger, you need to be deliberate about regenerating them. So how do you regenerate? By popping a sachet, as simple as that. You don't need to be on that knife or be in the hospital or something. Just open a sachet and pour underneath your tongue, and you're good to go. It's very simple and easy. I hope I have been able to answer all the 3 questions put together. Anka, I think there's another hand at raised. I don't know if the hand is still up.
No, the other person raised, I believe, is okay. The person has put down the hand. I think is a member of PHYTOSCIENCE already. So that will be all.
Thank you so very much, everyone. Thank you so very much, my co-host. You all have been awesome. And we have had a sweet presentation from Daddy Lawrence all the way from Toronto, Canada. Thank you so very much, Daddy Lawrence. We really were thrilled by your beautiful presentation this day. And for everyone who is here, please go back to the present. If you have found this on a link, maybe a school platform, a group WhatsApp, on internet, it was advertised on WhatsApp or Facebook, or you saw it on Google, or there is someone who is a friend, or someone spoke to you on the way, or someone gave you a flyer, no matter what the means of this information and how you got it, please trace the person who sent this message to you. First on the list, I said, say a thank you for showing me this, and then ask the person, how fast can I pick my package? I want you to pick your package this night. Yes, the best time to do it is this night. Don't delay. Let's save a life. Thank you, everyone. We have a tradition before we close. I don't know if you are here for the first time. We normally close our meeting by screaming, "We are the trend maker." When I say, "Who are we?" So, who are we? I need to unmute everybody to say that.
Maker.
Others can't the trend maker
because they are muted.
Yes, I purposely did that so that it's decorum in the house. So you can unmute yourself. Who are we?
We are the trend maker.
We are the face maker.
We are the trend maker.
Love you.
Thank you
for the presentation. God for the wonderful presentation.
Good afternoon.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Welcome for everything. Welcome presentation. Thank you.
with my guests